are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Well, hello there, crafty friends. It's Holly with Melody Lane Inspired, and I'm super excited because I have something big to share with you. Like, no kidding, big and new from Cricut that's coming out. I have anxiously been awaiting to tell you because this is big. It's really big. It's so big that I can't fit it right here to show you. And what Cricut has done with this is pretty amazing. There's nothing quite like it. They really thought about what they were doing here, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's head over to my other part of the crafting area you usually don't see, and I'm going to show you what is coming out from Cricut. Here it is, crafty friends. This is the Cricut Venture. This is bigger, it's faster. This machine here has the ability to cut a 24-inch wide path, which is amazing. It's going to hold new smart materials up to 25 inches wide. It has the ability to score, cut, foil, and draw. And wait till you see how fast it does. And the geniuses at Cricut really figured out something amazing here. This machine is at a 45-degree angle, which is something we have not seen before. Cricut came up with this because when you put this machine flat, you need a huge surface to work with. You need at least 3 foot in front of and 3 foot behind the machine. So they put their heads together and said, how can we make this able to use in smaller spaces? And the 45-degree angle is the key. So if you're like me in a small workstation, this is amazing because I don't know what I would do if I needed like 7 foot of space to use the machine. Now the machine itself is separately. What you see it sitting on here, that is called the docking stand, which is phenomenal also, which is sold separately, which you will be able to purchase in a combo, but we'll go ahead and talk about the docking stand after we get to show you the machine. Now, before we talk any more about it, let me just show you because you don't quite understand how fast it is till you see it. Is it not zooming? The Cricut Venture cuts at 25 inches a second. Now to put that into perspective for you, the Maker 3, the fastest machine Cricut had, cut at 11 inches a second. So that is a phenomenal increase. So here we have it drawing, and as you may notice, that is a big piece of cardstock. Yes, we are talking about cardstock that is 24 by 28 inches. And that's also a 24 by 28 inch mat. Now Cricut with the new machine, they now have these performance mats. These come in 12 by 24 or 24 by 28 inches. And they come in the different grip strengths. These mats are designed to withstand the force, the pressure, and the speed of the Venture machine. It does come with an adapter in it, so you can use your other Cricut markers, but they also have 2.5 available now. The 2.5s are perfect for doing a thicker line if you want. Here, I was just trying to do one of those fine point drawings, so I'm just using the Cricut Marker 1.0. And that was it. That's all the time it took to draw this 24 by 28 inch project, which is crazy. Now here, I'm going to cut cardstock for a project. I am making a Happy Halloween banner, and I cannot tell you how happy it made me to use this 24 by 28 paper. And guess how many mats I needed for a color? 1. I was able to do an entire Happy Halloween banner with 1 mat for each color, which is phenomenal. Because I know, and it's a joke, Alex does not like doing banners. Why? Because it takes so many mats, and you got to load the same thing over and over again. This, I was like, oh, Alex, you're going to love that we can... 1 mat. 1 mat. Now, I didn't have 24 by 28 inch of the gray color I used for this banner, so I went ahead and used the 12 by 24 mat and put my materials on it. Something very cool about this also is that those fast speeds are the same regardless whether you use smart materials or you're using a mat, which before it would only cut smart materials at the faster speeds, and this does it all around. This batch project, I did 80 butterflies in like not even 2 minutes. And now Cricut has vinyl available in 25 inches wide by 5 feet, 21 feet, or 75 feet long. Can you imagine the awesome, huge vinyl projects you can do? Think you could put the Eiffel Tower on your wall. I've been wanting to hang our Melody Lane logo up for a while now, but honestly, previously, it wasn't wide enough as I wanted. This Melody Lane is about 19 inches wide, so I was so excited when I seen the 25-inch wide material because I knew exactly what I was going to do. I will have a video coming out how I made the decor for this. I'm going to put it on a big 24 by 36 inch sign, and it's going to have the Melody Lane inspired logo on it. Which, if you ask me, is the perfect touch to add to what we now call my Cricut cave. Oh, and I haven't told you about print and cut. Print and cut, you can now do up to 24 by 28 inches. This machine's not a printer, so it's not going to print it, but it is able to cut those that large, and that just depends on how large your printer can go. But is that not great? Can you imagine? Now, how many of you want to run out and buy a printer with larger format? Because I know I do. And the time saving you have with this is phenomenal because you have bigger projects, so that means less loading of mats, which I love. It doesn't matter if you're selling your crafts, which we know many of you do, or if you're an enthusiast, and we know lots of enthusiasts just have multiple machines going just so they can get projects done quicker. But wouldn't it be great to get them done quicker with less mats? And now does Cricut not only have the vinyl in bigger rolls, but they also have bigger rolls of iron-on. So now you can get iron-on that's 25 inches wide in 5 feet or 12 feet. There's also larger transfer tape available, larger smart stencil, and smart paper that's going to be 13 by 25 inches. And with the Venture, you can go ahead and cut that entire roll if you want in one cut. I mean, if you're doing a project that big. And this cuts 100 different materials, from the poster board, the iron-on, the cardstock, the craft board, genuine leather, denim, etc. So now let's go ahead and kind of do a deep dive into the machine where I can show you the different parts and how it works and how you go about using it in Design Space. I'll admit, when I first seen it, it looked different than the other machines. So I was slightly intimidated because, you know, it's different and sometimes different's hard to get used to. But honestly, this was so easy. Cricut did a great job with it in Design Space because it tells you step by step, but not only does it tell you step by step, but the machine knows if you missed a step and it'll let you know what step you missed. So looking at the machine on the left, that is our lever. That is the lever you're going to raise and lower to hold your mat or your material once you put it in. Now there is a guide, and it will let you know, depending on if you're loading 13-inch or 25-inch material, it's going to let you know what guides to put up. There's one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. Now there's also a sensor here, and there's a sensor in the back. Good thing is you don't need to measure material. You can just load it in, and the machine will measure and let you know if you have enough material. There's rollers here that will help move it along the way, and then we have our carriage, which is going to move back and forth and do the cutting, which it has servo motors in it, which you love servo motors. And then we have up here where we can adjust it and slide it for which mat, which I'll show you that once we load in one. And then we have the very familiar load, go, and pause buttons. And then also your indicator light that it's powered on or if it's connected to Wi-Fi. Now I finally got my daughter in a video. My daughter Madison is going to demonstrate how to load something. So first, you're going to lift that lever. Now, because we're cutting 13-inch smart material, we're going to slide that over to the 1. There's only 2 options here, the 1 or the 2. It depends on what size you're cutting. Once we have that, the little guides at the bottom here, it's instructing us in Design Space to flip the left one and the middle one, because those are the 2 that we'll need. We just need the fine point blade, which we have loaded in the carriage already. It comes that way once you get it. So now we can go ahead and load our materials. And there are guides up here that you just go ahead and slip your material into and bring them on down. Once it's past the sensor there, anywhere past the sensor, you can go ahead and put the lever down. And it doesn't matter if you push it past because it's going to pull up your material and sense how much it is and cut it right where it needs to. And just like the other Cricut machines, you will load it, and then after it does the loading, checks material, you will then hit go. And then after it's finished cutting, it comes with this manual cutoff blade here. There's a little groove right there that you put it in, and then you can go ahead and slide it across and cut your material. But also what's going to be available is the auto cutoff blade. The auto cutoff blade goes in clamp B, and when you're in Design Space, you click that you have it, and it automatically cuts it off, just like here. And if you purchase the docking cart, it's amazing because you just open it, and it is going to catch everything that it cuts. As you might have seen when I showed a mat being cut, there are these mat support arms, so you just hit the button there, and it will let you know in Design Space to do that when you need to. And if you're cutting projects heavier than cardstock, you can add the extra support, which I did here, which just slides onto the support arm in the back. I know when I first saw the machine, I was like, what are these little holes going across? Well, that is because this actually has a vacuum system within it. That way it pulls your materials against the machine and keeps them taut. And the Cricut Venture is compatible. You're able to use the scoring stylus, the foil tip, pens, markers, the bonded fabric blade, deep point blade, and you can use the previous fine point blades. Previous machine, although they will need to be changed more frequently because they are not designed to withhold the force and the pressure and speed of the new machine. The Cricut Venture is Bluetooth compatible also. Now I do want to note that you do need a desktop or a laptop to go ahead and cut with the machine. You are able to still go in through a mobile device and design in Design Space, but you're going to actually need a desktop or a laptop to cut with it. Now it will come with a USB cord so you can connect it to your laptop or desktop by USB, and it also comes with a C cord. That way if you have, say my Mac takes a C, you can also connect it to that. And then the power cord on this is different than the power cord on previous machines. You'll go ahead and just plug that into the back. And then you plug in the other cord that will either connect to your USB or your C, depending on which one you need. The Venture will require cleaning, and it comes with the cleaning kit here when you get the machine. And it's very simple. It's got a microfiber cloth, a clip, and then a brush that you can take rubbing alcohol, which 70% is fine. And every 100 hours, the machine is going to let you know to activate cleaning. And you're just going to go ahead and take this and slide it along the track. And you would put your rubbing alcohol on the microfiber cloth and then go ahead and clip it to the track here. And you'll just go ahead and slide it across. And it's clipping because there's a track on the top and the bottom. So just making sure to get all the debris in there. And then you're going to use the brush to go ahead and clean the wheels, which when you activate cleaning mode, the wheels will spin slowly for you. And you want to make sure your sensor too is free of debris. Now, if you're in a house that has lots of dust, or say you have pets, you may want to do it more frequently. You just want to really make sure that that track is free of debris. Now I want to show you all about the docking stand. This is sold separately, but there will be bundles available. And let me tell you, I strongly suggest getting this because first off, it makes it mobile, which is great. I can have my machine out here in the middle, and then if I want to put it against the wall, I can. But not only that, but there's several features of it that are amazing. Now on the top of the cart, you will see the silver poles. That is designed to hold a roll of material. Those two white pieces on the top, those are actually what you attach your Venture to. The Venture has notches out of the bottom of it, so it will sit right on there. But you cannot use this with your other machines because it doesn't have those notches, so it's not going to sit on there correctly. And the docking cart is about the exact same width of the machine. The Venture machine is 36 inches wide, and it is 7 inches deep. And then on the front and the back of the cart, they both have these anti-static catch baskets, which in the front, you're going to use it for when your material's cut off and it just catches it. And in the back, you can store material in there. And it also has this great safety breakaway feature because people have children, pets, or like me, and I'm just clumsy. If you go ahead and pull on the basket, it will break away and then you just reattach it. And another amazing feature, it stores mats in it. Yes, there are hooks on the underside here, and you wouldn't know it, but I have 6 mats hanging here. I have 3 24 by 48 and 3 12 by 24, and they're all within the docking stand. Is that not phenomenal space saving? I love that, because you have these big mats, you're like, what do? You just hang them in the cart. I can't tell you how happy that made me when I found out you could hang the mats in there. Now that's everything in regards to the docking cart. So now let's talk about when will this be available and how much will it be? Because I know that is the question you are all waiting to hear. Now the price for the Cricut Venture, the machine is going to retail for $9.99. The docking cart is going to be $349. And then there will be bundles available where you can get both for $1,249, which saves you $100. And I highly suggest getting that cart. Now you have to remember this machine is more because it's bigger, it's faster, it's commercial speeds. It's able to do extra large cuts and be space saving all at the same time, which there's nothing really like that on the market. Now, when is it available? Well, July 24th at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, it is going to go on Cricut.com and HSN. At that time, you will be able to buy bundles on HSN. And the thing to note is the docking stand won't be available on Cricut.com until August. So if you want to purchase a machine right away, but you really want the docking stand, I highly suggest doing it on HSN because you won't be able to buy the docking stand anywhere else till sometime in August. Monthly payment plans are also available, and it does come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty, but now Cricut does have available in the US extended warranties, and that's not just on this machine, but that's on other machines and heat presses that are now available, and you can buy it for 2 years or 3 years. Now, when you purchase at Cricut.com and you're a Cricut Access member, don't forget you save 10%, and that's up to $100 on a purchase. So if you're not Cricut Access, but you're going to purchase this, highly suggest just join Cricut Access. Why? Because Cricut Access yearly membership is $95.88, or if you prefer, you can pay $9.99 a month. That essentially is giving you Cricut Access for free because you'll save $100 on purchasing the Venture, and you've only paid $95.88, and you have Cricut Access for a year, which I highly recommend because you get access to over 300,000 images, 700 fonts, over 1,000 customizable projects, not to mention you get background remover, monogram maker, text warp. You do also get a $10 coupon every 3 months to use at Cricut.com, as well as 10% off your purchases, and with premium access, you're going to get 20% off materials and free economy shipping on $50 plus orders. And if you're not Cricut Access, you will find links in the video description below to go ahead and join Access. You also find links on Cricut's weekly sale items, and then once the machine's for sale, you can find links in the description to purchase the machine. Now, we will be doing several more videos coming about the Venture. We will be having an unboxing and setup before launch. That way, when you get the machine, you know how to set it up. And we will have several projects coming out. So go ahead and give us the like and the subscribe on YouTube. That way you get notified of our videos. We appreciate you watching so much, and we really appreciate when you use our affiliate links, because affiliate links are a great way to help support small business at no added cost to you. And last but not least, we always like to thank our amazing admins and our supporters. And thank you so much to Cricut for choosing us to get one of the machines early and get to try this. And I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. And I know Melody is like loving this. I just wish she was here so we could enjoy and appreciate all this together. And I'm just picturing her with her excitement that she always has, because I know she would be so excited for this. So thank you guys. Everybody have a craftastic week. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Are you excited? Are you planning on getting it? And we will see you next time, friends. Bye.